passion.
Hey DD gang, if you are new to this channel, then go ahead and subscribe so you can be a part of DD gang. And if you are new, welcome back, kitties. Okay, in today's video is girl talk while applying a face mask. And the face mask that I'm using, focus, hold on, let me get to focus. There we go. I use the Freeman, the cucumber peel off mask, and I really like this mask, so you guys should totally go and get the whole set because they're really good. Okay, and while I'm putting on this mask, I'm going to be giving tips on how to know if if your relationship, as in like a friendship, relationship, anything like that, is becoming toxic. So let's get started right into the video. And now that we have the face mask, I'm going to show you guys what I'm using. I'm going to be using this rag. Now when I come back, this rag will be wet and ready to apply to my face. Okay, now that I have my rag, I'm going to make sure I like important parts, pretty much my whole face. I don't know why I applied on lip gloss and I'm not wiping it off, so my lips will be fine. Okay. Alright, now that I have applied the mask, the wet rag on my face, I personally just like to dampen it a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, so the first tip to know if your relationship is toxic is if the arguing is like repetitive, not only repetitive, but like frequently, meaning like you're arguing every week, like every week there's an argument. There's a difference between healthy and toxic. And if you find yourself constantly arguing with someone, like arguing, like when I say arguing, I don't mean like play arguing. I mean like you guys are getting in full on fights every week, like it's like a non-stop thing, then that is toxic. And to remove yourself from a situation like that, you have to realize your worth and like tell yourself, I don't deserve this. Like I don't deserve constantly having to be upset or be sad. When all I have to do is either y'all can talk it out and find a meeting point, or maybe ending the relationship or friendship is the best. Number 2, the next tip I have to let you know if the relationship is toxic or not would be if you see any jealous signs. Like, for example, let me be very crystal clear on this one. If like you're telling your friend about an accomplishment and like they like totally try to make your accomplishment sound very small and then try to tear you down by like constantly feeding you negative things about what you did and then try to bring themselves up, that is a sign of jealousy. Meaning, if you ever had that one friend where you tell them things like accomplishments about your life and then like they dismiss what you said and then try to like just uplift theirs, it's not like you can't do it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, or in a relationship, you start doing something and your partner sees you getting, getting somewhere, and then they start to get jealous and like they might tear you down so you can't do it, stuff like that. Basically, if they're not encouraging you, then that is not a healthy relationship. Relationships, you guys, the point of relationship is to encourage each other to be the better version of yourself and to help each other grow. You guys are supposed to see each other grow. and while you're growing, have that good friendship where you tell each other everything, and you should feel safe with that person or comfortable enough to not have to feel like you can't share your success with them. The next tip, number 3, would have to be if you feel as though like they never hear you out, meaning like they don't value your feelings in a way, then that can be very toxic, and you don't want to be in a relationship like that, because it would always be one-sided, meaning they want you to just suck it up and move on. That is not healthy at all. So make sure if you're in a friendship or relationship, don't find yourself falling into that trap. Okay? The next one would be tearing you down. I already mentioned tearing you down, but kind of about the being jealous. But when I say tearing you down, I mean like taking things you told them that were private and using it like against you, like making a joke out of it, knowing it hurts you. That's a really toxic friendship or relationship, and that's not okay, and that's not right. So if you find someone you care about doing that to you, you need to either end the friendship or have a serious talk with them, telling them that's not okay. And if we're gonna have a friendship, we're not going to do that. Like, no, we're not doing that at all. And that's on period. Let them know, stink. All right, next one. Okay, the next one would have to be they cross your boundaries. Meaning, in a friendship or relationship, you should have boundaries set. Meaning, these are the things I will not tolerate. I will not allow you to do. I will not allow there to be a discussion, argument. No, like, this is just not okay. But yet and still, they still do it. That is so wrong. And, like, if they're doing that to you, then they don't care about you. Because if they did, they would respect you enough to respect your boundaries. Therefore, you need to have a serious talk with them and let them know that that is not okay at all. Sorry, y'all, I'm looking away because I have a list. The next one was you find yourself in competition, meaning you find yourself steadily having to prove yourself to someone you shouldn't have to prove yourself to, if that makes sense. Oh my God, y'all, my mask is starting to hurt. Yeah, if you're finding yourself constantly having to prove yourself to them or compete with them, like you tell them good news and they have to, like, it's okay to share good news, but like if it's every conversation where they're trying to dominate your success and belittle what you did by overpowering yours with something they did, that is not okay. It's not. The next one would have to be if someone tells you you need to change. Meaning in a relationship, if they be like, if your partner, he or she tells you stuff like, oh, you need to change this. Oh, I don't think you look good with those type of hairstyles. Oh, maybe you shouldn't wear those type of shirts. It makes you look fat. Oh, maybe those pants just aren't for you, you know? That is so wrong. Oh my God, y'all, this mask is so tight and it is really like okay, back. If you feel as though you have to not be yourself around someone because they're gonna judge you and that's supposed to be your friend or boyfriend or girlfriend, then that is wrong and that is a toxic relationship and you should not be in it at all. Period, point blank. And that pretty much are the tips of some tips of knowing if your relationship is toxic or not. Now to handle toxic relationships, there's going to be a lot of pain you endure from it. So here are some ways you can cope with it and how to boss up. Like, you gotta boss up in situations like that. Don't let nobody have no power over you. Oh my God, this mask is clearly doing something because, like, it's like sticking. but I think it's supposed to stick. I'm stupid. Okay, but but yeah, some tips to boss up. One, remove them out your life. Now, when I say remove them, if you have social media or if y'all go to the same school, let them see you do great. But when I say remove, I mean stop all contact. Delete their, like, right now. Right now. You know you have that one toxic relationship. Delete his or her number right now and don't get it back. The more you dwell on someone, the more you are going to feel the pain inside because you just want to have closure on why. And that's where people mess up because they always want to have closure. But sometimes you have to be okay with not getting that closure from someone. Some people never change and some people do, but you cannot always expect people to give you that respect that you want. And if they're not giving you the respect that you want, you cut them out your life. Don't beg nobody to respect. No, you don't respect me? Get out. So you just cut them out. Post like you doing, go out with your friends or your real friends. Post achievements on your socials. Strive in school. Let them know that you are okay with and without them. And that goes for friendships too. Because a lot of people just assume, this mask is so okay. Hold on, let me make a thumbnail real quick. I gotta make a thumbnail. Let me make a thumbnail. Alright, you ready? Oh, hold on, I need to make a thumbnail. No, that wasn't good. Alright, sorry y'all. That's the video. Okay, but yeah, what was I saying? It's starting to peel off. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Right, boss up. Let them know that they are the ones in loss, not you. You didn't lose nothing worth keeping. You lost a very toxic relationship which needed to end. Therefore, oh my god, y'all, this is so satisfying. You lost a toxic relationship. Not even, you got rid of a toxic relationship, which as you should, and you're going to show them that you are good with or without them. And they're going to miss you. Trust me. When people lose a good friend or a good person, they're going to dwell on it. They might not realize that in the moment, but trust me, they're going to regret it and they're going to come back. 99% of the time, they always come back. But in order, if you want them to come back, then make sure you follow those tips. But if you're absolutely done, then still follow these tips, but don't let them get the opportunity. Oh, don't let them get the opportunity to get you back. Don't go to the person that hurt you to find healing. Because they're the reason they caused the pain. So how can they help you get rid of it? The next tip would have to be write. Like, just journal your feelings. I feel like that will help. Like, when you just write about, oh my god, y'all. When I'm upset about something, I personally sing. So you don't have to write. Take something that you are really passionate about and take that pain and put it into that. Like, don't be upset and don't do anything. Take that same feeling and thrive in something you've been wanting to do. Maybe you wanted to start a YouTube channel. Maybe you wanted to make lip gloss. Maybe you wanted to learn how to ride a bike. Maybe you wanted to learn how to paint. So many things people want to do, and you can take that pain and disappointment and use it as motivation to thrive in something you've been wanting to do for some time. So yeah, y'all, just make sure you do that. That is a really good tip right there off the bat. Another thing with friendships, a lot of females like to start fights, not physical, but like start fights, and it's mostly because they miss you, but they don't want to tell you, so they rather start an argument with you just to have some sort of contact with you. Don't fall under that trap. If someone texts you off some stuff that ain't about no money or nothing relevant in your life that can help you, ignore. If it ain't about the money, what are you calling me for? If it ain't about helping me be successful in this career field, what are you here for? If it ain't about helping me get my grades up, what are you here for? If it ain't about me learning how to do X, Y, and Z, what are you here for? They have no value to be in your life if they're coming to, if they're trying to start something that has nothing to do with anything that can help you but hurt you. Alright, y'all, I just took the mask off and I pretty much like it. I gotta take another, I'm gonna freeze for another one so I can have my before and after for my thumbnail, y'all. Cause shoot, I'm getting my bag here. I gotta tell y'all, man. Just if you peep those signs I gave you about a toxic friendship, do the tips. Use those tips. Apply them to your life. Don't just tell yourself I'm gonna do it and never do it. And that goes for me too. Like if I'm ever in a toxic relationship, I'm going to follow tips. And if you didn't feel like my tips are helpful, there's so much advice out there. You just have to ask. But when you ask, use it, because I'm telling you, it will help. It will. It will help you in the long run. And that is on clear skin, period. Oh my god. Hold on, y'all. Oops, I still have more mask. I didn't even see that. That's how you know I'm blind, when I take my glasses off. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, that is off. Okay. I was just making sure. Oh, no, it's not. Y'all, I swear. And that concludes the video. Thanks for watching. And and when you were watching, I'm sorry if the camera kept going in, like it was going those weird colors. But I'm gonna do my advice videos that's strictly on advice. Because when you're doing stuff like this constantly, over time it becomes distracting. Like just right now, I just got, oh my god. But bye DD gang, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye.